So just a quick video on this new most hype launch of Beyond. Personally, I love this developer, so which is why I always cover any development that they will come up with. Now they have come up with a very amazing launch of Sioora on Dubai Island B. Island B is the place to go, to be honest. Like it's that kind of a place which is very much exclusive. So today again the cameraman is not here, but I'll tell you, I think that this product is much overpriced. Overpriced doesn't mean the product doesn't hold the value. Overpriced, you can say, compared to the market of Dubai or compared to the market of that specific location, you find that product to be overpriced. But I'll explain you on the master plan that even if it's overpriced, why still the project makes sense. Now, when I say overpriced, if you were to go to the past, you look at the Atlantis the Royal on Palm Jumeirah, you look at La Mer, you look at Azora Bay, Sulaya Beach, if you were to compare it at that location, you might find that being very overpriced. But when you look into the details of what kind of craft the developer is building there on that specific part, you find that there is a value there. Whatever they are coming up with, the designs, the exclusivity, the beachfront, and then you compare it globally, then you find it that these kinds of properties will hold value for a long term, and it's quite lower than any kind of an option like this if you were to find in any other country. So on a beachfront island with 250 units, developed by the most decorated contractor who have developed so many developments in Dubai which are kind of a benchmark and address, you will understand like what I'm trying to explain here, right? So, but when you look in the right neighboring communities, look into the ready market, if that kind of a product is being developed in Dubai, and you compare it with the newer finishes, the newer designs, the newer architects, the newer modern layouts, and with the beachfront feature, because some features are common, but some things, if you tweak it, you make it better, you will find that that kind of a property will 100% compared to the ready, even if there is a gap of ready versus offline, they will jump up more compared to that old product. So this is what I'm trying to explain here. Even if the project is overhyped, even if the project is overpriced, you should have the right consultant guiding you, making you understand if the project have that kind of a value, that in which there is a room to grow. The prices will not get capped and the oversupply situation will not happen, and if there is a demand for that kind of a product. So scarcity doesn't mean that the scarcity doesn't mean that the project will do good, but there are certain case studies which can help you out in understanding that what kind of value you can expect. So let's go to the master plan of this Sioora, because I was at the site of Dubai Island and I found the Bay Grove of Nakheel as a very, how I can say this, I don't want to say anything bad, but again, the views were not open sea views. After like 600-700 meters from the beach of Bay Grove, you found that there is a building coming up. So there are not open massive sea views of that, and the brochures and the renders and everything looks amazing if you look into the Bay Grove details. But again, this is where you should be careful in understanding the master plan. Why this project makes sense at this price point. Now, before getting later on to this video, the project prices are expected to be 3,000 to 4,000 price per square feet, depending on the unit you will select. And the allocations will be on 15th of December. The bulk investors will get priority. And then after that, the public launch will be there. Now, let's get into the master plan and understand and break it down. So, this is the master plan of this new launch of Hado. This is the tower that they are launching. So, let me explain you by the marking so that it will be self-explanatory. This is the all area. This is your Hado development, this part which is only lighted. This is your zone B, this part which will be in upcoming. Then this is your 5-star hotel residences. And then this is your another 5-star hotel branded residence is coming up. Then there's zone E. This is another hotel and residences will be coming up. Now I'll get into the details of the master plan so that you will understand, but again, just to get you an idea of the master plan. This is your zone F, another hotel and residences, the resorts will coming up. So this is the whole master plan, in which you can see there are mansions which will be upcoming, which will be very interesting because of the beach, and it is the obstruction, the privacy is not hurt. It is surrounded by the forest and everything. I know Beyond will do phenomenal job in delivering as it is, or even better, like EMAR does all the time whenever they build any kind of a community. These are the houses and the mansions. These are the clubhouses and everything. These are everything with the pool, the amenities, the clubhouses, everything, the lifestyle amenities that you're seeing here in this master plan is being designed by Japanese. So it is being taken care. The goal is to create wellness resort on the beachfront location, the very most exclusive location of Dubai. Now you see the distance between each and every development. So this is why I love Beyond. Beyond always takes care of each and everything. You see, this is paddle court right behind the mansion, and then there are like villas, which will be a very interesting buy. Depending on what price that they will launch, we'll look into the floor plans and understand. Design looks very amazing. Whatever they publish, they usually tend to go with that. This tower is being launched right now. After this tower, they will go towards that second tower and then third tower. Prices will climb. I don't know. We are still yet to see. I'm just lining up all of my clients, and I just wanted to give them all the ideas. So expect at least 3,500 average price per square feet, depending on what kind of unit and priority you will submit for this launch of Sioora. See the beautiful beach. Now, if you look at the master plan of Dubai Island, Island A, the Island A beach looks very amazing, but Island B, and there is nothing special about it, if I were to say like that. So, but if you go towards the Bay Villa in Island B, you see the Bay Villas is basically facing towards the other part of the sea, and right behind the Bay Villas is this development, which will be facing towards the opposite side of the beach. So amazingly planned, and you have your open sea views, non-obstructed. And from the insides, I've heard that Beyond have taken over that Island D part as well, but still there is nothing official about it. So these are just the insights, because I sell a lot of Beyonds. I get these insights from the market. So they are coming in big. They will be capturing the market of Dubai Island. 100% Beyond will win in Dubai Island. But a vertical tower, I think there are few developments on the Island A which really makes sense price-wise. But as a community standpoint, though this is overpriced compared to every other development in Dubai Island, but if you were to really compare, look into the designs, look into the kind of a community that they are coming up with, the views that they have, the floor plans that they are coming up with, the kind of a detail and attention that they have put into the craft of building these kinds of buildings, you know, I find it very amazing. So like I said in my previous video, that the Dubai Maritime City location themes that this Beyond is providing in each and every launch, they are changing their designers and architects, distributing the workload and making sure they select the right designer and bring that kind of a market for each and every building. And Beyond community will beat everything in Dubai Maritime City. Mark my words, once that community will be handing over the kind of a forest theme that Beyond have come up with, the kind of concepts and the designs of the buildings in the master plan of Maritime City of Beyond. So, you know, this kind of an attention to detail that developer has, this is very important for those overseas investors, especially from US, UK, and any other European markets, or even in the African markets. I'm getting some response from the African markets as well. So this is what you have to see. You will be oversold on those products which are just overhyped, doesn't have that kind of a value for money. But here you're seeing the private developer who have just hit the market with crazy designs and the crazy concepts which no one else is offering in that kind of price point. Compared to the market of today, prices looks like it's a little bit high. But again, if you compare it with the ready market, where the seafront and beachfront investments have performed very well, you find this development have a value for money. And the payment plan, this is the main reason why this developer is cash rich. They're backed by Omniat. They are the sister concern company of Omniat. So you consider it to be same. So if the community is ready, Omniat will also contribute to uplifting the prices of that community by coming up with the most ultra luxury tower, because Omniat have their own market, right? I'm sick of agents who says that Beyond is a affordable luxury segment. I find their designs, I find their floor plans, I find their whole planning of the master community to be a very luxury, and they are not densely populating the whole area. Although the land mass on which in the maritime city that they are developing, they could have built, ultimately like so many towers. But again, keeping in mind exclusivity, keeping in mind the value that it can bring for the future, and like people who are buying in Dubai, they really understand already from their own countries or other countries where they have already invested in, like Singapore, China, US. They have already know that what kind of value beachfront feature holds. But if there is a high quality development on that beachfront, out of that hundreds of buildings, that high quality development with the right floor plan, with the right developer backing, with the right branding always wins in the price appreciation. There in Dubai, most of the growth that you are seeing on the master communities is being very organic. But I know some investors always get oversold by their brokers because of certain reasons. But my job is to give you the complete clear picture on it. Now, as soon as these projects hit the market, I become very busy doing a lot of meetings. I am still just got a chance. I just brought my camera to Maritime City. I had a meeting today, so I had like almost like 3 meetings for this product. It went on for a while. So still, I just wanted to let this message out because I see so many people falling for the hype, not understanding their goals and objectives. The consultants, they don't have that capacity or the patience to, really understand what should align with the goals of that kind of a buyer. So this is not a product for everyone, but if you're seriously looking for any seafront investment, you want to be safe, Beyond is a way to go. I'll try to make analysis if I have time in the next coming few days time, so that I will give you the numbers analysis on this. Anyone who has been following my channel, or if anyone who is new, just want to understand the seafront investment and numbers of this kind of a product, putting down the link in the description for my previous video on the seafront investments, in which I have explained, compared with Emaar Beachfront and compared the whole coastal line of Dubai. So you will have a complete clarity on the benchmark prices that coastal belt have already. So I hope it brings some clarity to your information. If you want to understand more about what's happening in Dubai or Abu Dhabi or Ras Al Khaimah, and you want to understand what kind of developers to choose, and see, everyone have different timeline and objectives. Everyone have different kind of age bracket in which they are investing. So I plan things accordingly to their own goals and objectives. I won't sell this product to anyone who have the requirement for ready property in Dubai, who I feel like after talking to him that ready market will meet his objective, because this is the most important job of the consultant, to understand the requirement, like they understand like what aligns with their goal and objective. Although they come for off plan because of a lot of agents pushing them to buy off plan, but not for everyone. Like I have had clients who come to me for a studio, but when I talked to them, understood their profile, understood what kind of goal that they're trying to achieve, I ended up selling them a good villa on a very good location, because that met their objective. Now, although because of not selling them a studio and giving them the right information, it took me like 6 months to 3 months time for different kind of buyers, so that they can really think about the information and the data, whatever I have given them, because that was a game changer for them when I gave them the actual data-backed information, the supply situation, the mainland expansion, Dubai South expansion. It took some time for them to absorb. But after some time, when they come back, they were ready, because they had all the information, they had all the confidence on the market. So this is very important to understand. So you should have the right consultant guiding you, looking after each and every decision that you're trying to make in real estate, and caring for your investment more than you. So this is why I dig deep into the numbers. This is why I'm not afraid to speak honesty about each and every development. Now, this is what I said in the middle of this video. This product look overpriced, but if you look into the master plan, you look into what kind of value Beyond is bringing, this will win in Dubai Island, mark my words, 100%. So some people will see this video once the first tower is sold out. Some people will see this video, the second tower is sold out. But after each and every launch, there will be still opportunity available on that Island B product. So stick with me, just get into the contact, whatever the situation will be at that time. I have a very good network in Beyond. We have a very good network in Emaar as well. So we sell a lot of Emaar. We are the number ones. because of that deep network, we get a lot of priority even on the cancellation as well, even on the launch as well. So I hope you like this video. I hope you must have a lot of questions about this, because a lot of agents are pushing this into the market. Again, having a Zoom call with the right consultant with a truthful and brutal honest opinion about each and every location of Dubai will bring much more confidence and put you out of that hype of investing into something. So don't fall for the hype. Thank you for watching. This is Matlu Ahmed Khan signing out.